methodology is also important because for this area, you have to tell everybody where you got your data from. Where did you get your data from? Is it a questionnaire? Which type of research are you doing? Are you doing empirical research? Are you doing qualitative or quantitative? Which research do you want to do, or are you doing? So for this one, we said the current study aims at investigating the dynamic relationship between economic globalization and economic footprint, whilst considering the role of great value added and natural resource spread among these 7 economies, as listed in table 4. Table A2 in the appendix. For the purpose of this study, this study employed a panel data stream from 1990 to 2019. Data on aggregate value added, that is constant 2020 to whatever, where GDP, renewable energy, economic globalization, and natural resource footprint and ecological footprint are sourced from the World Development Index. The World Development Index. So for here, for the data description, the only thing that you do here is to tell everybody where you got your data from. There are some research which are mixed method. So there are some research which are both questionnaire and interviews. So you tell them, where did you get your data from? How many of them are questionnaires? How many of them did you obtain from interview? There are some which it is purely interview, which are newspaper reviews or literature review, the reviews. There are some which are reviews. You use only reviews based on the publications in the news, publications here, publications there. Tell them where you got your data from. Be specific and go straight to the point. Don't write too much there. Tell them where you got your data from. The data was taken from World Bank. The data was taken from IMF. The data was taken from African Development Bank. The data was taken from Bank of Ghana. The data was taken from the various 5 banks or various banks, EcoBank, GTB, whatever bank that you are using. That is where you got your data from. So be specific. The data was taken from the statistical data from China. The data was taken from wherever you take the data, wherever you get your data from. And even there are some individuals who are also generating data, especially the index data. There are some individuals who are generating data, what has been accepted. So if you get the data from a specific individual, stated we got it from, let's say, Gyamfi, Etel, or let's say Michael Apia, 2022. That is where you got your data from. Therefore, tell people where you got your data from. If you don't tell them, then it means you are manipulating, or you are constructing your own data, or you want to create your own data for the analysis, which nobody will accept. So tell people where you got your data from. Then you come to the methodology. What kind of method? So this is how the data is being obtained. So GDP is taken from the BDI, World Bank. Aggregate value added is taken from World Bank. Renewable energy is taken from British Petroleum. Ecological footprint is taken from the Swiss. Is it Swiss data? KOF is an individual data, which is this is the link. Total natural resource grant is taken from World Bank. And electricity production from oil, gas, clean energy is taken from World Bank. And ecological footprint is taken from GFN, Global Footprint Network. This is the name, Global Footprint. And all the data streams, the links should be provided. If you can provide, fine. If you can't provide it, then leave it. If you can provide the links, so far as you have mentioned that you got this data from this data stream, it is okay. it is very, very okay. Then we come to the methodology, the method and methodology. What kind of methodology are you using? What kind of methodology are you using? So this is pure econometrics. This one is pure econometrics, and I don't want to bubble your head with a lot of econometrics and economic activities. So with whatever data, whatever analysis or whatever research that you want to, there is a method that you use. The method is what kind of analysis that you are using to run your data. I think it's I'm making sense. What kind of analysis? That is the method. What kind of methodology are you using? So with this data, we use the OLX and DLX and the ALGL. That is what we use the whole of this one. So you have to know the kind of method that you want to apply in your analysis. What kind of method are you using? If you see that you want to use a specific method for your analysis, read on that methodology, create something, write something on it, and write something on the methodology that this is the method you want to use. The reason why, the benefit of that method. Why are you using that method? What makes that method unique, important than the other method which people have already used? So you need to tell them that method you are using. If there are equations like what I've done, write all the equations down, explain the equations. If there are equations like this, and find papers which can help you explain the equations. Explain everything, every equation which you bring there, explain them. Then after it, you need to tell them who used it first. Tell them the importance of that method. You need to tell people why they should consider that method. And that method, the advantages of that method. Because we were talking about cross-sectional dependency, we were talking about the homogeneity of the paper. That is why we use the ALDL, because it's able to take care of the cross-sectional dependency. ALDL PMG, that is the pool mean group ALDL, because it is able to take care of homogeneity, or is able to cater for cross-sectional dependency. And I said, those of you who are econometrists, if you come and you want me to explain more into econometrics, then I'll come back to explain more into econometrics. So as I said, write something on the methodology. If there are equations, bring all the equations, explain the equations. Tell them who proposed that methodology. If it has been updated, tell them maybe this person initiated this methodology in, let's say, 1990. But in 2020, this person updated the method into an advanced area. That is why we are using this, we are using it. And it is able to cater for this, and this. You need to convince, because this is a paper publication is like, it's like convincing a lady you want to marry. You need to tell the lady why the lady should choose you, but not other people. That is how you need to convince the editors and the peer reviewers why they should accept your paper. Therefore, you need to write it in a sugar-coated way. You need to write it in the sugar-coated way, so that when the person reads the paper, the person will get, okay, this is why we are using this method. This is why you are using this method. Then the fourth section is the results and discussion. The results and discussion. Sorry, the results and discussion.